The 1950s in America. A booming economy, the rise of suburbia, and a sense of optimism defined this era. Yet underlying tensions and inequalities would shape the country's future. The 1950s marked the beginning of profound shifts in the U.S. economy. Automation and the service sector began to rise, reducing manufacturing's dominance. Technological innovations like television and the transistor set the stage for future transformations. The U.S. economy grew remarkably, with GDP increasing at an average annual rate of 4%. Median household income rose, enabling families to afford new homes and consumer goods. However, economic prosperity was not universally shared, with significant disparities persisting. The economic boom masked underlying tensions and anxieties. Income inequality and job displacement due to automation foreshadowed future challenges. Beneath the surface of 1950s affluence, economic anxieties and social unrest brewed. The civil rights movement challenged systemic discrimination. The Cold War cast a shadow over economic optimism, diverting resources from social programs. The 1950s prosperity was a tale of two Americas. White Americans enjoyed rising incomes and social mobility, while minorities faced discrimination. The rural-urban divide and economic disparities continued to shape American society. The post-World War II era saw a shift from manufacturing to a service-based economy. This transformation created new opportunities but also challenges for those lacking specialized skills. The rise of suburbs further fueled the growth of service industries. The decline of manufacturing had a profound impact on the nation's economic and social fabric. Automation and globalization led to job losses and factory closures. While consumers benefited from lower prices, income inequality and economic anxiety grew. Automation increased productivity, but also led to job displacement. This technological revolution created new opportunities, but posed challenges for workers. The automation paradox highlighted the need for policies to equip workers for the future. The evolution of the United States economy from the 1950s to today has been shaped by technological advancements, globalization, and significant policy changes. These shifts impacted taxation, regulation, trade, and labor markets, influencing wealth distribution and economic health. The post-war period saw bipartisan support for a mixed economy, with government regulating markets and promoting growth. This era expanded Social Security and built the interstate highway system, investing in education and research. The 1970s brought economic stagnation and the rise of neoliberalism, advocating free markets and limited government intervention. This shift influenced policymakers and set the stage for changes in the 1980s and beyond. Section 2. Deregulation and its discontents, unleashing market forces. The 1980s, under Reagan, saw deregulation aimed at reducing government oversight in finance, transportation, telecommunications, and energy. Proponents believed this would spur innovation, increase competition, and benefit consumers. Deregulation of the financial industry had a profound impact, leading to the rise of financial conglomerates. While it fueled growth, it also increased systemic risk, contributing to the 2008 financial crisis. Deregulation in energy led to fewer regulations on emissions, raising environmental concerns. The legacy of deregulation is debated, with arguments for innovation and growth versus increased inequality and instability. Section 3. The Tax Code, a battleground for economic philosophy. The U.S. tax code has evolved significantly since the 1950s, reflecting changing economic philosophies and political priorities. Liberals advocate for a progressive tax system to fund social programs and reduce income inequality, while conservatives favor tax cuts for businesses and high-income earners to stimulate economic growth. The post-war period had high marginal tax rates funding welfare and infrastructure. The 1980s saw a push for tax cuts, believing lower taxes would boost economic growth. These cuts led to economic expansion but also increased income inequality. Today, Democrats favor higher taxes on the wealthy to fund social programs, while Republicans advocate for lower taxes to promote economic growth. The tax code shapes the economy, influencing investment, income distribution, and activity. Understanding its evolution is crucial for comprehending the forces shaping the U.S. economy. Section 1. The Global Stage: America in a Changing World. The latter half of the 20th century saw rapid globalization, reshaping the U.S. economy and its global role. The U.S. became deeply integrated into a global economy, with goods, services, and capital flowing freely. This era brought opportunities and challenges as competition from emerging economies grew. Post-World War II, the U.S. and allies established institutions like the World Bank and IMF, shaping the global economy. These institutions promoted trade and financial stability, reflecting the U.S. dominant role. Technological advancements and trade liberalization accelerated globalization, impacting the U.S. economy. American consumers enjoyed lower prices on goods, benefiting from global sourcing. U.S. businesses expanded overseas, seeking new markets and efficiencies. The rise of China as an economic powerhouse has been one of the most significant developments in the global economy since the turn of the 21st century, presenting both opportunities and challenges for the United States. China's rapid economic growth, fueled by a combination of market-oriented reforms, massive investments in infrastructure and education, and a seemingly inexhaustible supply of low-cost labor, transformed the country from a poor agrarian society into the world's second-largest economy and a major player on the global stage. This dramatic shift in the balance of economic power had a profound impact on the U.S. economy. On the one hand, China's emergence as a major consumer market created new opportunities for American businesses, particularly in sectors like technology, agriculture, and financial services. China's vast manufacturing capacity and its role as a key link in global supply chains also benefited American companies seeking to reduce production costs and increase efficiency. However, China's rise also brought about challenges for the U.S. economy. The influx of low-cost Chinese goods into the American market, while benefiting consumers with lower prices, also contributed to job losses in manufacturing and other sectors that struggled to compete with Chinese imports. Concerns about unfair trade practices, intellectual property theft, and China's growing military might also strain relations between the two countries, leading to trade tensions and geopolitical rivalry. Section 3. Technology's transformative power, innovation, and disruption. The digital revolution, ushered in by the rapid advancements in computing, software, and telecommunications, has fundamentally reshaped the U.S. economy, transforming industries, creating new opportunities, and posing significant challenges for workers and businesses alike. The Internet, once a niche technology used primarily by academics and researchers, has become an indispensable tool for communication, commerce, entertainment, and information sharing, permeating nearly every aspect of modern life. This technological revolution has been a driving force behind economic growth and innovation, leading to the creation of entirely new industries and business models. The rise of e-commerce, for example, has transformed the retail landscape, providing consumers with unprecedented convenience and choice, while also disrupting traditional brick-and-mortar businesses. The growth of social media platforms has created new avenues for marketing, advertising, and social interaction, while also raising concerns about privacy, misinformation, and the power of these tech giants. However, the digital revolution has also brought about challenges, particularly in terms of job displacement and income inequality. The automation of tasks previously performed by human workers, while increasing productivity and efficiency, has also led to job losses in sectors ranging from manufacturing and transportation to customer service and data entry. This displacement has disproportionately affected low-skilled workers, who often lack the education and training to transition to new industries or occupations, contributing to a widening income gap and a sense of economic insecurity among certain segments of society. Section 1. The long arc of transformation, from post-war boom to globalized economy. The journey of the U.S. economy from the 1950s to the present day is a testament to the country's remarkable capacity for adaptation, innovation, and resilience. From the post-war boom that propelled America to global economic dominance to the challenges of globalization, technological disruption, and shifting economic policies, the U.S. has navigated a complex and ever-changing economic landscape, marked by periods of both prosperity and uncertainty. The 1950s, often romanticized as a golden age of American prosperity, laid the groundwork for decades of economic expansion, fueled by a surge in consumer spending, technological advancements, and a growing middle class. However, this era also masked underlying tensions, racial and economic disparities, anxieties about automation, and the seeds of social change that would reshape the nation in the decades to come. The decades that followed witnessed a profound shift from a manufacturing-based economy to one increasingly dominated by services, driven by automation, globalization, and changing consumer preferences. This transition, while creating new opportunities and lowering prices for consumers, also brought about job displacement, wage stagnation, and a growing sense of economic insecurity among certain segments of society. The rise of China and other emerging economies further intensified global competition, challenging America's economic dominance and forcing a reassessment of its role in a rapidly changing world. Section 2. Challenges and Opportunities, Navigating an Uncertain Future. As the U.S. economy enters the third decade of the 21st century, it faces a confluence of challenges and opportunities that will shape its trajectory for years to come. Globalization, technological disruption, climate change, and demographic shifts are all transforming the economic landscape, creating both uncertainties and possibilities for businesses, workers, and policymakers alike. One of the most pressing challenges facing the U.S. economy is the growing gap between the rich and the poor. Decades of wage stagnation, rising healthcare costs, and a tax system that often favors the wealthy have eroded the middle class and fueled a sense of economic anxiety among many Americans. Addressing this inequality through policies that promote good-paying jobs, affordable healthcare, and a fairer tax system will be crucial for ensuring social stability and fostering sustainable economic growth. Another significant challenge is the changing nature of work itself. Automation, artificial intelligence, and other technological advancements are transforming industries and displacing workers, particularly those in routine or low-skilled jobs. Preparing workers for this new reality through investments in education, training, and skills development will be essential for ensuring that all Americans can participate in and benefit from the technological advancements of the 21st century. Section 3. The Quest for Inclusive Prosperity, Ensuring Shared Gains in the 21st Century. The evolution of the U.S. economy has been a story of remarkable progress, but also one of persistent challenges and missed opportunities. As the nation looks to the future, the quest for inclusive prosperity, where the benefits of economic growth are shared more broadly, must be a top priority. This will require a renewed commitment to investing in education, infrastructure, and innovation, as well as policies that promote good-paying jobs, affordable healthcare, and a fairer tax system. The United States has a long and storied tradition of entrepreneurship, innovation, and a willingness to embrace change. These qualities will be essential for navigating the complexities of the 21st century economy and ensuring that America remains a land of opportunity for all its citizens. By embracing a forward-looking approach to economic policy, one that prioritizes investments in human capital, technological innovation, and sustainable growth, the United States can harness the forces of globalization and technological change to create a more equitable and prosperous future for all Americans. The challenges are real, but so too are the opportunities. The path forward lies in embracing a spirit of collaboration, innovation, and a shared commitment to ensuring that the American dream remains within reach for generations to come.